HR Nightmare, never two people to back down from a fight. They don't seem to care who Josh Damien has in his back pocket. They're ready for action. And their opponents.
First, from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 212 pounds,
we have Braydon
Austin.
And Braydon Austin, obviously also in the pocketbook of Josh Damien.
And introducing his tag team partner.
And he will be flanked.
Being accompanied to the ring by Creepy Uncle Jasper, weighing in at 194 pounds from Dallas, Texas, Chris Wrath.
Wrath and Braydon Austin, who at the direction of Josh Damien are going to take on HR Nightmare. And I must say this, HR Nightmare does not look intimidated, worried, or they look anxious is what they look right now. These two gentlemen look anxious to get their hands not only on Wrath and Braydon Austin, but on Josh Damien as well. Braydon Austin looks somewhat timid to get in the ring, and who would blame him against these tattooed, angry individuals? And look who's back.
Glad to be here.
Josh Damien, you brought me back to be your commentator, but there is no way that I can condone these kind of actions. How did you get Bronson to come back?
Well, it's like I said, I've always been a great supporter of Bronson. I mean, one of the best things was he'd kick a guy in the stomach, point over to me, and I would say, it's good, like a 50-yard field goal. No, go ahead.
You're supposed to be the president of UCW Zero, an unbiased and fair authority figure. What I just saw in front of my eyes was anything but unbiased.
I am very unbiased. I will say that on record. I am unbiased. However, what I am is the one man to look out for what is best for Ultra Championship Wrestling. And what I must do is I need people who believe in my plan, who believe in my image for this company. I don't need naysayers. I need people who see the vision that I see. And let me tell you something. Bronson is one of the first of many who understands my vision for this company.
So you're looking for a bunch of yes men?
No, absolutely not.
Yes, that is exactly what you described.
I'm not at all
a bunch of yes men. And obviously the HR Nightmare, not a bunch of yes men who are going to suck up to you and do your dirty work we just saw Bronson do.
It's not about sucking up. It's not about sucking up. It's about mutual respect.
Whatever word you want to use, sucking up, mutual respect, if that's your code word. To me, that was pretty petty and pretty pathetic.
You know what, Derek? I brought you back because of a few things. Number one, you expressed interest. Number two, it seems like it would have been good for the fan base. But if you really want, I can have you out of here just like that. I'm not asking you to see my vision right now, but someday you will, and you will realize your place.
Yes, man, I am not. Nice maneuver there. Resourceful by Dallas Murdoch. Two of my guys right here who are going to take out your cronies. So I am going to envision right now that this Wrath character is Josh Damien. And Dallas Murdoch right now just took the head off of Josh Damien. The head off the snake, if we're
talking in all seriousness, I would have loved to have had a match with Dallas Murdoch. Unfortunately, I never got that opportunity.
Oh, really? So where did you pick up this guy? How much did you have to pay him to get beat up and destroyed by Big?
Let me tell you something. You know, there are people that I will reach out to, and then there are people who will come to me. I am more likely to give the people who come to me an opportunity than those that I have to reach out to. And Chris Wrath was one who actually came to me, showed me his value and his abilities and what he can do. And I am a believer in Chris Wrath, just like he sees the vision of this visionary.
I think today he's going to learn something else. It's going to be regret. Because right now I can definitely see that he's regretting taking your offer and regretting being pulverized by Vig and Dallas Murdoch.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to lie to people and say that it is not an uphill battle. I'm not going to lie to people and say that they're going to get out of this 100% clean, 100% uninjured. It's going to be an easy road. That's not something that I'm going to say to people, and I'm not going to lie to people. Chris Rath knew exactly what he was getting into, and he knows right now, even taking all these bumps and bruises, that he is.
So what about Braydon Austin?
Let me tell you something. Braydon Austin has done a complete 180. Braydon Austin has become the guy that every single person on this roster needs to have. It's not just a want or a desire. Braydon Austin is necessity.
The guy just got his chest compressed and his face kicked off by Vig. He might not be the guy, Vig, but he's definitely my guy as he destroys Braydon Austin in the center of the ring.
Derek, let me tell you something. When you build an army, do you go for one guy who is just all out incredible and you depend on him to lead your army? Or do you get a group of people who can come together and use their special skills for one cause? I would rather have one giant team that sees my vision than one individual who is all out the best. And let's be honest here, Braydon Austin is still young. Braydon Austin still has hurdles that he needs to jump. But one thing that Braydon Austin is talented, and another thing that he has is potential. So why Braydon Austin? I'll tell you why Braydon Austin, because I see a future, and that future involves Braydon Austin.
Well, I think that future also involves Braydon Austin sucking up to you, kissing your butt, and taking your money to do your dirty work.
Derek,
but I don't think that's going to work out for him tonight as he takes on.
What does it say about this roster that we have so much talent here, that Dallas Murdoch and Brian Vig can team up and become one of the biggest tag teams in its history? They have taken tag team gold. They are very talented. You know what, though? They didn't happen overnight. That wasn't just something that magically came together and the rest is history. That was months, almost years of bonding and hard work, and that's what I'm trying to build here.
Well, good luck with Chris Rath and Braydon Austin, but I will say this, I mean, for all the bad things I've said about them, all the negative comments I've made about them, right now they're working as a pretty well-oiled machine. Well, past tense were, I should say, is Dallas Murdoch trying to fight back. Who is that creepy guy at ringside, by the way? Is he another guy that fits into your plan? Does your plan contain that guy? Is what I want to know. Because that guy doesn't belong in UCW 0. That guy belongs in prison.
Derek, have you ever been in a relationship before?
Not a relationship with anything like that.
When you're in a relationship, whether it's a business relationship, whether it's a personal relationship, not everything is 100% perfect. Not everything is 100% ideal. You have some give and take in that. And you know what? And in this instance, this was a give. I'm okay with that. If it means that it's better for the future, I will take a hit there.
I would refuse give and take with that guy every single day, no matter how much money was on the line.
Have you ever ran a business before?
No, I have not.
Have you ever been in a position of management before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so then one of the things that you know is that negotiation is key. You're not going to get everything you want on the very first offer, but over time, with a little bit of negotiations and some on your part, you can actually have the product you want at the end of the day.
Well, I will say, I'm going to have to take your word for it, but that is not a bargaining chip that I would work with.
We've talked way too much about my vision, way too much about this plan. Let's focus on what is happening in the ring right now. And if you'll notice, it's my plan and my vision is currently beating up Dallas Murdoch. My vision is taking out a former heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, former Ultra X champion. In fact, he was a great Ultra X champion until a guy named Antonio Maestre came out and took the belt from him.
Well, I must agree with this. Right now, Dallas Murdoch is in a really bad way. Looks like he's grasping at his left shin. And he looks really worse for wear now. You can see he can't put any weight on that shin. Oh, my my goodness, as it gets drop kicked by Braydon Austin.
It's smart, man. When you go to war, you got to have a strategy. There's no way that Murdoch can put on any weight on that foot, and that means no big boot, no size 13 to the forehead today.
Yeah, if he's got any salvation right now, he needs to make the tag to Brian Vig, change the momentum in this match, because right now he's at the mercy of Chris Rath. Oh, scoops him off. Big side slam.
And that's something that we see from Dallas time and time again. Chris Rath using a move against Dallas Murdoch that he uses multiple times.
And Dallas Murdoch in so much pain, you can see on that kick out, just slid his shoulder off the mat, not even able to use his legs to any degree to kick out of a pinfall. And I've never seen an offensive move be so successful as just sending someone off the ropes. But Murdoch, look at that. Is he going to be able to pick him up? He does. Oh, everything he had. Not able to get a full squat to get any leverage, but still muscled him up. He needs to make the tag right now.
You got to think that Dallas Murdoch might have a torn tendon or a ligament or something in the back of his knee or in his ankle that is preventing him from putting weight on it. Oh my gosh!
He did it. You said he couldn't, but he was still able to put weight on that left leg.
Now, Derek, what I said was a foot to the forehead. He didn't quite make the forehead.
The chin's good enough for me and was bad enough for Chris Rath. But look at Brian Vig has been distracted here. He needs to be on the apron. I know his aggressiveness getting the best of him, but he needs to be on the apron to make the tag. Murdoch on the outside ducks. And what is going on right here? Santa Claus, or a really perverted version of it.
It's Uncle Jasper. He has a name.
Uncle Jasper. Oh, and a drop kick. And Dallas Murdoch, he had one opportunity after that boot to make the tag. Didn't do it. And now he needs to roll over. He's close enough. He's close enough. Tag is made. Tag is made. And look at the eyes of Vig right now. Braydon Austin.
Well, wait a minute.
Whoa, there's your guy. Your guy. All the good things you said about Braydon Austin. And he just left Chris Rath to the wolves. Well, I would say even worse for leaving him to the wolves. Oh, my goodness. And Rath is now going to feel the wrath. Perhaps not the wrath of God, but the wrath of Vig. Oh. Pin him. Pin him. Ooh, I think that was for you, Josh. Your master
And
plan
your
has
winner,
backfired.
the tag team
As
of
the
Vig
HR
and
Nightmare
Dallas
take care
Murdoch,
of dirty work.
Nightmare.
You know what?
Speaking of dirty,
A general is only as good as his weakest private. And what I will say right now is that clearly a man got abandoned, and you know what? That's on me. I will own that mistake.
well, I hope this is on you too, because Uncle Jasper could have his crimes against humanity for wearing that suit inflicted upon him. Oh, yes.
You know what?
Yes.
This one's
Thank
not.
God. Oh!
This one's not on me. I take no credit for this.
And maybe we'll have a Merry Christmas after all. Uncle Jasper just got his face kicked off.
You know what, though, Derek? 1 out of 2 ain't bad. I'll take it. Jason Jaxson got a very Merry Christmas from Josh Damien and Bronson. And, folks, when we return, we've got our main event. UCW 0 Heavyweight Championship is on the line.